June 21st, 2025, first full day of summer. Calvin Castine on a river road, 250 River Road, in fact, in Peru, New York. And if you know where you're heading, you'll be able to find this place, the Babbie Rural and Farm Museum, founded 2010, so that's 15 years of providing rural farm and family information to the visitors that come here. It all started back, a former Champlainer named Wendell Babby decided to start a museum, and he'd been an avid tractor collector, and many of his tractors are still here, and he's added a few more to the collection over the years. And I realize it's not Wendell Babby, it's Leeward Babby. Too many Babbies in my memory here. Leeward Babby, our good friend. My apologies to Leeward. And we're going to go inside. They're having a mural dedication today, and we're going to try to find out what's happening on this beautiful, bright summer morning. There's another little view of this farm hall collection here. I might say McCormick, but we know they're farm halls. IH. And of course the original name, the McCormick Deering. There's a big one right here. You crank this up until the team of horses get out of the way. We got some real horsepower coming. And McCormick Farm Hall and McCormick Deering Farm Hall. So a nice little collection here. And that's just the beginning. It's about 13 minutes before 10, and at 10 o'clock sharp maybe, I'm not sure, we're going to have an unveiling of a mural. Do you have any idea who the artist is of that mural?
Me.
And who in the heck are you?
I'm Greg Badger. I'm a local of Peru. I teach at the Peru Middle School. Also do a lot of public art. Did the Babby sign out here.
Nice sign.
Also all the paintings on the Mason building in the Hayworth Mason Park. I've had another mural done up in Champlain. And this is going to be the location of another.
All right. Is that mural in Champlain, the one with the canal boats?
Yes, the canal boats, yeah. From, I think it was a photograph from the 1920s or 30s, where Champlain was a booming canal boat industry location. I think there were 4 or 5 companies there building canal boats to go down New York City and over to the Great Lakes. They were like the Mack trucks of their day. So that was a really fun project. And a lot of the things that I've been doing highlight historical locations and stories. So it's not just really interesting art. Everything has kind of almost an educational theme to it.
Right. So if you're going to do something, make something that relates to education, and if people can learn by not just looking at something interesting and pretty, but they can learn a little bit too.
Yes, yeah, definitely.
And that's your motivation and what we're going to see today?
Yes. So the Babby's I think theme for this year has to do with pollinators, and so the mural, should I talk much about it right now? Seeing as how it's like a secret unveiling.
Right, she wouldn't even let me in the building.
Yeah, right. So it has to do with pollinators and the importance of pollinators to our environment, and not only preserving their habitat but trying to expand it.
Okay. Well, the wind is a pollinator too, you know.
Yeah, yeah, that is
You
true.
can tell from our cars.
We've got some wind today, yeah.
My wife has a black car, and her car is full of pollen. So every time she drives down the road, she
Oh,
becomes
yeah.
a pollinator.
Oh yeah, and we have a stand of pine trees, so we've got a couple of yellow cars as well.
So when you drive down the road, you're pollinating.
Yeah, yeah.
So how does something like this happen? Who contacted who?
So previously the Champlain mural and also a portion of the Mason murals were funded by New York State Council of the Arts or for the Arts, NISCA, a grant that was then what's it called? Distributed through the Adirondack Center for the Arts. And Fred Balzac is one of the coordinators for that. So he was able to work with us, and Lee, who is a fantastic grant writer, to fund this project.
So did you contact her? She contact you, or how did this particular one happen here?
Oh, so I've had a pretty long-standing relationship with the Babbie Museum. I have done some apple cidering here with an apple press that is over 100 years old, and we've hooked it up to I can't remember, I think it's a hit and miss or
Hit and miss.
skip
Yeah.
engine, so it fires every other rotation. So we've hooked an engine up to the cider press, which was really fun. Last time we did it, we made about 120 gallons of cider. Yeah. So we've been doing that for a couple of years. My family's been coming here. So we've had a relationship, and this was just sort of, I've been doing murals, and they were interested in having one, so we worked collaboratively to make it happen.
Get the grant done.
Yeah,
All right,
yeah.
So all right, we're very close to the unveiling. Is it going to come out veiled up, or it sounds like it's not veiled up in there yet?
I'm unaware of how this is going to happen. We did have the unveiling of the sign up front, and that was covered with a sheet.
Right.
This is
Going on the wall.
up on a wall.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's going to get up there and unveiled, maybe with a sheet as well. We'll have to see. I haven't seen how they've set it up yet.
Okay, well, we're approaching game time here, so I'll let you go. So we've got a few things to do.
Oh, I could also talk about the... Yeah.
Go ahead.
So we have, along with this grant, which is a community grant, a activity. So one of the stipulations is that it involves the community somehow to go along with it. One of the grants funded in Plattsburgh, there was a Welcome to Plattsburgh mural, and there were fish down at the bottom of it, and part of the grant, the community grant for that, the activity was to have the public come in and help paint fish. And up in Champlain, the activity was painting rocks, because it was a waterscape, or basically along a river.
Right.
So the thought was to have rocks along the river, because this has to do with pollinators, where the activity is using clay and paper. You can combine those to make paper clay, which is compostable, essentially. And we mix wildflower seeds into them. And there's over 20 varieties of wildflowers that would help support pollinators. So people can create sculptures from this clay, and if they would like, plant them, and they would grow additional habitat for pollinators.
So they plant the sculpture.
They can plant their sculpture.
All right. Okay. Thanks. Thank you very much.
Okay.
All right. Here it comes. They're coming, bringing it out backwards.
And then, Dave, you're going to have it that way.
This is Dairy Days today. This unveiling is taking place on Dairy Day here at the Babbie Rural, and I wonder if it's going to be upside down when they flip it, or.
Hey, family.
Here we go. The Badger family is going to come up.
Where's my camera?
Same thing.
There we go.
Perfect. I don't know if I was part of this.
You are now, whether you want to be or not.
There we go. The temperature approaching 80 degrees right now, but not a lot of humidity.
What is that?
And awaiting the word to do the flip.
Going up there?
What's the speeches here?
Huh?
Where's all the speeches?
Oh, Greg, are you going to do a speech or do you?
Oh, would you like me to do a speech?
speech.
I have something
Let's
prepared.
do a speech. Let's make it 10 minutes.
All those in favor of doing a speech, raise both of your hands.
Okay. I would firstly like to thank Lee Karen and the Babbie Museum for working with me to make this mural happen. Additionally, the New York State Council for the Arts and statewide community re-grant program for funding the project. Not only is this mural functioning to highlight one of the most vibrant features inside the museum, which I can't tell you about yet until you see it, it also brings awareness to an important issue we face globally as a global community. The pollinators in this mural, which you haven't seen, are beautiful, but they're also threatened by our actions and inactions. My hope is that we as a community can recognize this problem and do something about it. We must not only protect the habitats of pollinators, but expand them. Plant pollinator gardens, raise your mower deck, or don't mow or rake at all. Those are my favorites. Ask my wife Mandy about that. We can make a difference, but it takes action. Please take the information from the presenters that are here today and do that.
All right, let's go.
Awesome. Thank you.
They got any strength left to do this? Here we go.
Thank you.
I would have clapped, but my hands are full.
Are we ready?
All right.
Okay.
We're ready.
Want to flip it, guys?
Sure.
There we go.
Awesome.
There we go. All right.
Woo! We are so honored to have such a talented artist as Greg to help us put this point across about Save the Pollinators and be part of this endeavor to make sure we help the North Country and keeping our farms and vegetables alive.
That is bright and beautiful.
That's beautiful.
The sun will be hitting it, so hoping that it
Excellent.
holds up.
Boy, does it pop.
Hope it holds up in the
Yeah, gorgeous.
in the sunshine. I know a year or two of sunshine can sometimes raise havoc with it.
Well, you got a big old
Was
picture,
painting, so-
everybody.
Yeah. And
Babbies.
All right, the Babby.
And we need to thank everybody that was part of
Hey,
it.
everybody.
Because we had
There we go. Group photo.
made the frame and put it on the on. Clean it up. So thank you guys.
That's beautiful. Even got the corn backyard.
All right. Family enjoying the mural here.
Squish together.
It's
One big happy family.
Museum Day.
Come on.
I was taking pictures.
No, you got this hung up here.
Where do you want to be? I want to be right next to you, Betty.
There we go.
Yeah, right here.
All right. All right.
Cheese.
Very appropriate to say cheese on Dairy Day.
Give me from the neck up.
All right.
And Jeff would not be hanging on the building because they took care of that part. So
All right. Brett Falcon did the framework up there.
Oh yeah. So we also have a community activity over here where we have paper clay, which is essentially air dry clay, but it's compostable. So we have a bunch of wildflower seeds that you can mix in with that, make a
There we
sculpture.
go.
You can either keep the sculpture as is or plant it. And so we're expanding pollinator habitat.
The sun is hitting my viewer here, so I couldn't quite see what I was looking at there. Looking at under the table. There we go. There's the pollinator bag.
Yeah, I guess I could bring some paper towels out too for people.
Okay, we've got Judy behind the camera. She's got to pay for her trip somewhere. You know, I
There
drive
you
her all the
go.
way down here. Don't wander away from me here. You don't wander away from me. You're the one in the picture, not me. You got the mural in the background. Who are you?
I am Karen Babbie.
You have to look at the names and the
No, I'm
sheet.
I'm Karen.
You have to look up her name, folks. You're as bad as I am. When I started this, I said, Wendell Babbie started this, and I said, wait a minute. It's Leeward Babbie.
Leeward Babbie. Yes, my father-in-law started this endeavor many, many years ago, 2010. Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Yes, I know he started that before that. I remember Gordy Little and I coming here and looking at this tractor collection here. And
Yes,
then-
many years.
and-
When he retired from farming, he set up all these tractors and,
yeah.
yep.
And we were doing the bicentennial thing, quadricentennial thing in 2009, and he came rushing over in Champlain and said,
Oh,
guess
yeah.
what? We're going to have a museum.
Yep. Yeah, it's an awesome endeavor. And here we are 15 years later,
Still going strong.
still going strong. Yes. What a great thing it is. And we have lots of different things going on too. We had our local artist, Greg Badger here, who did this wonderful mural for us representing the pollinators in the North Country to help and save the pollinators and do our part in doing it. So we unveiled that this morning, so it's an awesome, he's so great at what he does.
Yes, and we did ask him off camera about the fading, and he said it's coated and
Yep, he says it's ready to go, so we will
no
keep a
fading.
close eye on it. We will. And we can remove it, so we'll take it down when we're not open,
right.
so to keep it
Yeah.
safe and bright. It's so
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yes. All right, you got a list of things besides your name there. that
I
you wanted to tell
do,
us.
yes. So we have a couple events coming up in July. We have July 5th, we have a cookie and crafting, something we just started new this year. So come and enjoy that, and you get a free cookies and snacks, and the children get to do a crafting thing, and that's all free with admission coming in. And then on July 19th and 20th, we have homesteading and woodworking weekend, and we will have the sawmill open and running during that weekend, and the shingle mill, and along with everything else we have here, excuse me. And then in August, we have another cookie and cream, August 2nd. And then August 23rd and 24th, we have History Matters auction, which is great. You need to go online and check out, because we have people donate like thousands of dollars of stuff to us, which is absolutely fantastic. And we auction that off, and there's an auction online, and anybody can join it and do it. So that would be great. And then in September, we have a great Kids Day. Kids Festivals, the 13th and 14th, and we bring extra people in, and we have different events for the children to do, so that's a great time to come. And then last but not least, in October, we have Harvest Weekend, and we close in October the 11th and 12th. Come check those things out and join us. We would love to see everybody here. We have new and exciting things, new exhibits this year. So please come and join us.
So are you open on the weekends that you don't have these big events?
We
just-
are
just
not.
those weekends?
Just those weekends, and then we have one Saturday out of a month we're open for cookie and crafting, and then a special event which is Saturday and Sunday. But the other Saturdays we're closed, and Sundays. So check out our website. It has all of our information listed on there, and when we're open, and all these events are on there too.
Okay, and it's important to put in all the words, Babbie Rural.
And Farm Learning Museum, yes, yep, yep. So
Leeward thought that made a good flow, I guess. I don't
it
know.
did make a good flow. We wanted to include that. We wanted to make it learning, because
And rural. You want to
and
make sure-
rural, to get them to know history and see history. And we have so many hands-on equipment for the children to try and use, so they can feel like they're part of it. So
I know you used to have a donation box to come in, but now you've got bills to pay, so you've gone to
we
admission.
We do have a mission fee. Yep, adults are 12, children are 8, children under 4 are free.
Senior citizens,
Senior citizens have a discount,
10.
and military have a discount too. Are they 10?
Yes.
Because I didn't remember that. Great, thank you so much. So yes, so we do have bills to pay, and the insurance and just the upkeep and gas to run the tractors and stuff. It all adds up.
Yeah, everybody here is a volunteer, so they're
Yep.
donating their time, but you've got expenses.
Yes, we do.
Just-
And my sister-in-law also does, and she's continued it right all year long now, paint and sip. Every month she has a paint and sip and a felting class too. So check us out online, and we have lots of different classes coming up and different things to check out and to do.
Now, is the weather always this nice here?
No, we ordered this
Really?
special today.
Oh, but just on the days you're open, it's this nice.
We're hoping, yes. Tomorrow's supposed to be a little hot, so we're
Yeah.
hoping for it to drop about 10 degrees tomorrow. 92 is a little hot. So,
Yeah, we're going to get some overnight rain, but hopefully during the day you'll be
yes.
not rained on. So,
Yep. I hope so.
So 250 River Road here in
Peru, New York. Yep.
That's if you're going around the corner there where the school is, you make that 90-degree turn, that's where the River Road is, right there by
Yes.
the Peru Central School.
And then we're about a mile down the road on the right-hand side. So, yeah, awesome.
All right.
And I want to just put this out there about how this had become such a great adventure that Leeward started through the years. Such a great thing. We have school tours come in, and we're very honored to be part of his dream.
Yeah, and it's still family operated, but you got volunteers.
Oh, my
I
goodness.
see a Vermont car over there.
Yep.
So people want to get involved, want to become a volunteer. You'll let some more volunteers in, will you?
Oh, we would love more volunteers. Thank you for saying that, because we would absolutely love more volunteers, because it's hard to get volunteers. People are so busy in their lives. Life is just very busy nowadays. So,
Yeah,
but
and
any
if-
volunteers, we would love them. Please come on down and show up, and we'll have a great time here. We have a lot of fun.
And particularly in the summer months, there's so many things going on that same day.
It is, yeah.
We try to squeeze everything in while the sun is
Absolutely.
shining.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough. So all the volunteers you can find. So go to that website and look it over. So what's happening special today at Dairy Days?
Dairy Days. So we have free cheese from Cabot, which they donated. Thank you for that. Came from the Chattagay Co-op. We have free ice cream, which came from our local stewards. So thank you very much to the stewards. And we have a set of calves out back from our local farm, Remelard's Farm, right here in Peru. Great dairy. So we have 2 of their little calves out back, ready to be pet and make friends with you. And along with we have stagecoach rides, Thomas the Train, the granary, a lot of different hands-on things. We have a communication, which is a new station we have this year. And then also a pollinator thing, which we are promoting pollinators, to save the pollinators and be smart about how we're not using Roundup and not mowing low and
Yeah, every year you look and see how many bees have died over the past year. It's just, got to have them bees.
Oh, we do. Without them, we wouldn't have food. So we wouldn't have corn for grain and flour. We need them. We need to really. So we're hoping we get out there and we get heard. I know there's a lot of people that have a lot of different things to help pollinators and to do.
Okay.
And Greg's awesome because.
All right. Anything else, Karen?
Nope, that is
All right.
it. Thank you
All
so
right.
very much.
All right.
You have a great day.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
We have made our way inside, and Leiddesma is going to be over momentarily to chat with us. There are different things available to purchase inside, and what I saw was the prices were certainly very buyer friendly. So she will be over in just a moment. And give the camera back to Judy. Okay, Judy is behind the camera again, and we are talking to
Babby, Leiddesma. I'm the oldest of the children of Leeward Babby.
you going to tell us how old you are? Probably not.
I'm old. I'm old. Thank you for asking.
You said you were the oldest. And I know David said he was 65, so
All right. All right. I'm not saying any more.
okay. And you're volunteering here. You've been here back helping out for several years now, as I recall.
Yeah, I've been the executive director for about 3 years. I've been back about 4 now. Yes. So Yes,
And
I'm,
you're also in charge of people coming through the door.
yeah,
So-
which, yeah, I may have to take a break from
Okay,
the
we'll
camera.
pause it.
Okay. All right, we're back.
We're back. If people would stop coming here just for a moment, just tough to put up with this.
Yeah,
I feel like I'm at a Taylor Swift concert with the crowd out here.
I wish.
You wish I was at a Taylor Swift concert instead of here? Is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't mean it that way. Just the crowd.
Okay. So you've got some items for sale, and the people who just here have a membership. So in addition to coming, you can get a membership good all year long.
Right. And actually, it's an exceptional deal because for $40, a family membership, it covers, however large your family or group is, and it goes through October.
So anytime you
So,
show up,
yeah.
show your card.
Yep, and then you're in. So I think it's a great deal. Otherwise, it's $12 for adults and $10 for seniors and military personnel. So yeah.
And $8 or so for kids. I
Oh
think.
yes, $8 for kids, and then under 5 is free.
Okay. That's not under 5 kids, under 5 age.
Exactly.
Oh, she said under 4. Well, you'll
It's-
look on the website and find out.
Yeah, it's 4 and under, so it's under 5. Yeah.
4 and under. There we go. See, that's the same as under 5. Okay. So you got some T-shirts in your hand.
Yeah, so I wanted to show off one of the new designs that we got with Willie and Chili on the back. The kids really seem to like that one. We also have a lot of adult T-shirts that either just have the logo on the front, or some of them have graphics on the back
Yeah,
as
and
well.
there's a tractor.
Yeah,
And they
there-
come in different colors, so we got to point
Yeah,
that out. This
there's a
is the one Judy's going to buy right here. So I'm putting that aside here so nobody else grabs it before she gets it.
all right.
So
Yeah.
here, I'll let you hold it, Judy, because I want to keep it off the ground. Okay. So Karen told us there's just open certain days throughout the summer. So
Right.
go to the Facebook page. Do you have a website in addition to the Facebook page? Or just the
Yes,
Facebook
and
page?
that stays up to date. It gets updated every couple days, so it's www.babbiemuseum.org is the website, and then yes, we have the Facebook page that also has the schedule posted. So pretty much we have Saturday and Sunday special events every month, and then we have cookies and crafts, which is a Saturday every month, and then we have classes in between that.
Right. And then you've got all the stuff going on outside, the tractors and everything else that's going on out there. So that's available every time you're open, even though today might be Dairy Day and you've got special things going on, but there's things that are available here every time you show up.
That is
Yeah.
correct, yes. And we have added a lot of interactive, activities, especially for the kids. They can grind corn, they can pump water. We have a whole new communications display where they can kind of try out like the old phones, before the smartphones.
I learned to pump a lot of water when I was just a child. Our drinking water was in the well outside, but as far as the house went, all we had was a cistern, which the cistern gathers the water off the roof and
Right.
sat underneath, so you use that for washing and stuff like that there, not for consuming. So, but I learned we had a little pump in the kitchen, and that's
Yep.
you wanted to pump you like that. But if you wanted real water to drink, you had to be brought in from outside because the cows got the water. The house could wait to be put on.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
priorities.
that's right.
I know. I mean, I spent the first couple decades on a dairy farm, and I knew where we ranked cows versus kids, right? And take care of the cows first.
Kids don't pay the bills, but the cows do.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
All right. Anything else, Lee? That
No, I mean, hopefully you can take a look around. Like I said, we have added a lot, and we continue to add every year. We are working on finishing up the schoolhouse out there. So we've got a couple volunteers that are actually painting the building today. The inside, outside of staining and painting is pretty much done, as is the outside. So we're kind of down to the final steps on finishing our new schoolhouse. So we're pretty excited about that. Today, again, we've got a couple dairy calves from Remelards.
Yeah.
So thanking them for that. We've got ice cream and toppings from Stewart's, and cheese samples from Chateauguay Co-op.
Cabot cheese.
And Cabot cheese, that's right, and the best.
Can't go wrong.
Yeah, and we, we have a working blacksmith shop, so we offer to, for sale, all the stuff that is made right here.
Handmade on site.
Yes, so we've got penny hooks, beam hooks, planters. We have a lot of fire pokers. We've got spatulas this year and grilling forks, so they're kind of expanding their inventory out there. So hopefully you'll go out and say hello to them as well. But very happy to have you here, and appreciate all the support of the community. We couldn't be here without that.
Yeah, okay.
All right, thanks.
We are going to take a bit of a look outside. But before we do, we show what's inside here. Is Judy is busy buying a shirt. And we're going to talk to this person right here, whether she knows it or not. And your name?
Kim. I'm Karen's best friend since 7th grade.
So that's at least
So I help
15
out
years.
at
At least 15 years.
At least 15 years. I do help out.
You didn't know a best friend came with obligations, did you?
Yeah, but I love it. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way. So I'm the ice cream lady today.
Well, if I was volunteering, that's my
I know, it's the
I'd be
best.
fighting for that
With
job.
perks.
One for you and one for me.
Exactly, exactly.
Okay, and if you're here tomorrow, it's going to be a hot, sweltering day, so you'll
I think
You'll
I'll
be
be
busy.
busy. Busier tomorrow, I'm
be
sure.
extremely popular,
Yes. Who doesn't love ice cream, right?
especially from Stewart's.
Yes, absolutely. I have to thank them for giving this donation to us, too. Very supportive.
They are good to the communities that
Yeah,
they're in.
absolutely.
All right, so just take a quick look here, and we wanted to say hello.
Thank you.
Keep up the good work.
Thank you.
You're getting ice cream and
Explain how they
All
had a lollipop, and I
All
told them
right.
how lollipops are
We-
made.
We're here with the, among other things, cotton candy lady. Is this made of real cotton?
Absolutely,
Absolutely.
100%.
100% cotton. It's going to shrink if you throw it in the dryer. What's your name?
I'm Jacilla Deal,
All right.
one of the volunteers here
From Vermont.
from Vermont.
How far away
I'm
from
the
Vermont?
traveler. I'm from St. Albans.
St. Albans. I've been there.
Yeah, but started about half a mile down River Road.
Oh, you're originally from
Yeah,
Peru here?
I'm a original Peruvian.
Oh, welcome back.
Yeah.
So how the friendships get you involved? How do you get to...
Well, I have known Leiddesma,
Uh-huh.
formerly Babby,
Right.
since 1960.
Okay.
We've literally known each other 65 years. Grew up next door, moved to LA together, and I just kind of bebopped around with her.
Okay, so-
Lived in Colorado,
Okay.
Hawaii,
All right.
and
Never
then I had a temporary job in Washington, D.C. that lasted 24 years.
temporary, yeah.
Yeah.
Only 24
Well, you know
years.
how D.C. is.
Never dreaming that someday you'd be making cotton candy.
Oh, I had done this before, so yeah, we're right back to it.
Okay.
But no, I've really enjoyed working here at the museum,
So they have
mostly because a lot of this stuff is familiar. That milk holder used to be in the barn next door to my house down the road, and
Okay.
I used to catch mice in it. It hadn't been used in years, that's why
Okay,
it was
the
over in
big
that
tank
barn,
that you're
yeah.
talking about. That was that's where you put the
Even
milk
the corn
cans.
grinder, all this,
You put the
so,
milk cans in there, and that's where
yeah.
it was a kind of like a freezer. Well, not a freezer because they didn't want to freeze the milk, but
No,
that's where
but
the
it
milk
kept
cans would
everything
come.
cool.
Yeah, and our,
You know, one of those things that we kids weren't supposed to be playing around.
Yeah, our
So of course,
milkman.
that we were.
Of course you would. Our milkman was Junior Racine, and he'd come, and that's what he'd spend the whole day doing, going from one farm to the other, throwing little milk cans around. So he became a pretty powerful young fella
All that.
doing that all
And then,
day
of
as part of
course,
his job
Most of us remember these little things on the back
on
porch.
the home delivery porch.
Yeah,
Look out,
ducky
dog.
move.
God, you haven't got a tail there, dog. I would have stepped on it.
And we had a neighbor whose dog would come over after they switched to the cartons, and he'd nose up the lid, grab a container
one?
and take it home, and then the neighbor would call up, Rita, my dog took your milk. I'll bring it over later. So we finally just started putting a brick on it. But
Okay. All right. So different things here the kids can see before they head outside. And
yeah, I have
you
very
just-
simple games. You know, they find 5 gold coins in the corn, and they get a prize. They get 3 rings, you know, 3 anything. Basically, if they come in.
yeah,
I
just
give
something to
'em a
keep the kids
prize.
busy. But you've got displays here that.
But I also try to sneak in at least a little education. So,
Yeah.
like, I'll ask, what did you do to get up and go to school? You get up, you have breakfast, you play on your computer. It's not 150 years ago. You'd go and pump water, you'd collect eggs, you know, all this stuff.
Right. You have to. You have
And
to
then
milk,
you'd get ready for school.
you get to milk cows first or whatever.
Oh,
and
yeah.
There's a sign they bought 2 years ago at Dragoons, the Farm All Tractor sign that the museum bought. And
Another one been around forever.
yeah, and even though Jack Dragoon wasn't the one doing the actual selling, I know he helped make a little donation so that the museum could
Right.
afford it. So Jack very much wanted it to be here, and it's a beautiful addition. So they can see with school days and all kinds of things. Will those desks be moved into the one-room school once it is operating?
Yeah, all this stuff will be moved probably this week.
Oh,
I
wow.
mean, they're working on painting the outside right now.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, we're hoping to
Okay.
get it all done.
All right. All right, you got some kids coming here. We'll let you get to work here so that you can earn your keep here. Thanks for chatting with us.
Absolutely.
Say hello to everybody in St. Albans.
I sure will.
All right, thank you.
Oh, you're welcome for the cotton candy.
Get to you have more flowers.
Yeah, these kids want to learn all about pollinators here. Look at
And
that.
your butterflies.
Look
and the
at-
wind is even a great pollinator too. Butterflies, all kinds of bugs, birds. So you can make something.
I don't even know what.
Let's see. How about a flower?
Oh, I can make a flower.
Nobody's done a
There we
flower
go.
yet.
There we go. Keeping the kids busy here.
We need two pieces.
And they're going to add seeds to it once they
Probably
make their
start with a round one for the
their
middle.
sculpture. Then
I'm not starting.
No,
they don't know that they have to bury it after, so
round one in the middle.
something will
I'm
grow.
always
petals
terrified
around
because
it.
it does sound like a tornado siren.
So we say it every year. There's so many things for the kids to come and look at and enjoy. And here's where those hit and miss engines are that were talked about earlier. Got a fire truck coming. They've got a toy train here to pull kids around. They've got a stagecoach that came from Frontier Town. They got wheels hanging up on there. They got a blacksmith who is always busy every time we wander by. Looks like Mr. Menard is in there. Alright, so they're training new blacksmiths. So every direction you look, there's something of interest here. Not sure how extensive Leeward Babbie's dream was, but I would imagine he probably couldn't have envisioned how much this grew over the years that he was involved. Unfortunately, he's not able to take part too much these days, but his dream, his vision lives on. Here comes that stagecoach, an old team of horses pulling this one. Whoa! Supposed to say whoa! Whoa! There you go, you got it.
Just to see how
All right,
good it happens.
we were told that the schoolhouse is being painted. This fellow's doing double duty, stagecoach driver and painter here. So,
Yep.
who are you?
I'm Dave Raddick.
All right.
Just a volunteer here on occasion with the Babbie Museum. They're family friends, so I just kind of decided to kind of lend my skill set, whatever.
Well,
And
I hate to tell you this here, but the blue school colors are blue.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's like I don't know why we're painting this red. Maybe.
Yeah. Moving it to Saranac, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, maybe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
They didn't get the memo that the blue Nighthawks now are blue.
Yeah, and you know, I think we're pretty aware of that because they all went to school here. So,
Right.
I'm clueless.
Yeah, well, Little Red Schoolhouse is kind of famous for,
Right? Yeah, it is.
and
It
it's,
seems to be.
Yellow school buses and a red schoolhouse.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right, stay in the shade.
All right. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Now we're going to wander through. We were told this will be open within a few days. Definitely before the summer's over. It's being painted all the way around here. Hope they chose the same color on this side. There we go. See if there's any work. Yeah, there is work being done.
Yeah,
I wanted to make sure he was working here. He's working.
we're working.
All right, who are you?
Jeff Passano. You know me, Calvin.
Jeff Passano.
I've known Calvin for years.
I've just never seen Jeff Passano work before.
That's
So.
right. Yeah, you only watch me coach. That's all I did. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
All right, so Jeff's working now. So all these people, whatever happened to him, he's a volunteer here, painting the schoolhouse red, the Little Red Schoolhouse.
Yep. It's gonna be red, that's for sure.
All right, I was just pointing out that Peru has the blue colors for school.
That's right. Exactly.
So the students from Peru will show up one time and they won't come back. They'll say,
Hey, that's all right. Whatever. They'll get over that stuff. Everybody does.
all right, all you people who wanted to see Jeff work, there it is, right there. Enjoy it.
That's right. No, it doesn't happen very often.
That's a once in a lifetime event. All right, the fire truck is back. So it's an ongoing adventure here, never a dull moment. They're never, in the 15 years we've been coming here, they've never reached the point where we said, well, we're done. Seems like there's always one more thing that they want to do to show what rural and farm life was like in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and even beyond there, before they had tractors and so on. A shake and shingle mill. And now the kids are going on the train ride. A little ways to the east of here is a area they call Goshen, and the Goian Store was moved from that location many years ago and refurbished. And there's people inside there. I'll show you what a little convenience store was like back in the day. This was not unusual to have a store like this in every community. A little bit of everything that people could buy. I guess we chased all the the customers out. Even got an old post office thing. I know recently is LeBaire's in Ellenberg Corners had a little postal thing in their store over the years. Oh. You don't have to go to a little house on the prairie to see this kind of stuff. They had it here, and like I said, every community had at least one or two of these stores. You get a variety, or you could sit by the stove and play checkers. Looks like the next train is about to depart here. They don't even need tracks here. They make their own way. There you go, David Babby on the engine. Next stop, Goshen.
What's that? Well, I've got to sit in mine, so
What do you want to see?
make it go.
What do you want to see? What?
So, what's your name?
My name is David Babby.
All right.
Fireman Dave.
A couple years ago, I asked you that, and you said, "Why are you asking me my name? You've talked to me 800
You know who I am. No.
Dave, the bride said you used to work here. Now you just ride around on the train all day. Is that true?
Yeah. I'm considered part-time now. So I see you had a chance to see the schoolhouse.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's coming along. This is the first Saturday it hasn't rained in like 10 weeks,
Yeah,
and now we're trying to get it painted up. My wife and brother Todd got the white done. Geez, that must have been good 6 weeks ago.
Well, you better get that painted pretty quick because overnight we're supposed to get some downpours.
Yeah, they're talking rain for tonight and clearing back off for tomorrow. But it's good to see you here, and looks like we're having a good day. Families are having good fun.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, right?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, the kids really have a good time.
Do you think your father ever envisioned it'd be this much?
I don't think so. You know, we always said it might have gotten a little bit big, but I think we got something for everybody here.
Right.
You know, we got stuff for the kids, and we have stuff for the adults, and we're excited about finishing up the schoolhouse here so the kids can pretend and going to school in the old days.
Yeah.
Every little town had a little schoolhouse.
Oh, many little schoolhouses.
Yeah.
I had one right next door to me, but of course it was gone before I was born, but it was as my father went.
Yeah.
So yeah. And I don't know if did your father go to a one room in Perry's Mills area, or did he start in a regular school? I know Perry's Mills had one for quite a while.
Yeah, I guess I don't know.
No.
I guess I don't know.
Oh. Okay, see, there's something you don't know.
That's
the first time all these years I've been talking to David. It's the first time he's ever said I
got
don't know.
stumped.
Well, I got stumped right at the beginning here. I showed up. I could have erased it and started over, but what the heck? I make mistakes. I started looking at the thing. I said, Wendell Babby started this, and I said, wait a minute. It's Leeward Babby, not Wendell Babby.
Yeah,
it's Leeward Babby.
We're all human.
Well,
yeah.
Some of us are more human.
Yeah.
And the older I get, the more human I get. So you'll be busy here all day tomorrow too.
Yes.
Florida willing, and the rain don't fall.
Yeah. No, it's supposed to clear off there late morning or so.
Yeah.
So yeah. Hopefully we'll have another good day tomorrow. So far today it's been a good day.
Yeah.
Greg's signs out front are just spectacular. I mean, they just brighten up the whole front of that museum.
Yeah.
He's been really good to work with and does really good work.
Yeah. And I did ask him off camera about the fading, but he said he's got it coated, so the sunlight, because the sun's hitting it right in that corner there. So
yeah, he's confident. He's got it well protected, so we'll have to see. Hopefully so. Yeah.
All right. Anything else, Dave, that you'd like to?
No, we have woodworking coming up next month, and if they want to see the full schedule, they just go on the internet under the Babbie Museum. So there's woodworking, silent auction in August. September, Kids Festival, a lot of games for the kids. a lot of rides and that type of stuff. And then, of course, in October, we'll do our harvest weekend, which is always a big weekend where you can see a lot of equipment.
I think you're up to be replaced here. You better get busy.
Better get at it. Thanks for coming.
Thanks, Dave.
Are you guys ready?
We'll close with a look at the sign that was done by Mr. Badger, welcoming people here to Babbie Rural and Farm Learning Museum, and a little bit of a view of the things in the back. The schoolhouse is coming. General store is there, blacksmith shop, and not quite lined up in that order in the back there. A carriage house and a granary. That's where you'd put your oats and stuff for drying, so you could make grain. So the oat seeds went in there. So 250 River Road in Peru. Check out their schedule at their Facebook page or their website. And Babbie, B-A-B-B-I-E, if you're not quite sure how to spell it. Meantime, thank you for watching and supporting viewer-supported local television, hometown cable. TV worthy of your support. And so is this farm and rural museum here, worthy of support in the community. Great job to the Babbie family and friends for keeping all this up.